Prince William and Kate Middleton are faced with a lose-lose situation if they are invited to stay for the U.S. Earthshot Prize Awards by Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, a royal expert has claimed. William and Kate hosted the first annual Earthshot Prize Awards in London earlier this year, where they emphasized the importance of tackling climate change and awarded £1 million to a project based in Costa Rica. After the ceremony, held at Alexandra Palace in London, the Cambridges also announced that next year's awards would be held in the US, though they didn't reveal an exact location. This raised speculation about whether Meghan and Harry might be in attendance, with the ex-royals now based in Montecito, California. The Sussexes did not attend the Earthshot Awards and have reportedly had a fractured relationship with the rest of the royal family since their revelatory interview with Oprah was broadcast in March. Speaking on this week's Royally Us podcast, the panel reacted to the reports that Kate and Wills would stay with Meghan and Harry and noted that the scenario could raise difficult conversations. Royal expert Jonathan Sacerdote suggested, "It's a sort of lose-lose situation. If they get invited and decline it seems petty and nasty, and if they don't get invited then it seems petty and nasty from the other side. And if they do accept such an invitation and something goes terribly wrong, that seems like a bad idea. I can't quite see how this would work." Some royal commentators have alleged that Harry and Meghan have struggled to settle into their new celebrity-filled neighborhood, with Lady C suggesting they don't want to touch the Sussexes. And, with the exact location of next year's Earthshot ceremony yet to be announced, the Royally Us panel acknowledged that this will be the key determinant in whether the Cambridges and Sussexes are reunited. "I do think it probably depends on where the awards are being held, for sure. I'm sure that like for anyone else, staying with your in-laws is always an interesting experience," host Christine Ross noted. Christina Garibaldi agreed and suggested the Cambridges wouldn't struggle to find somewhere else to stay. She added, "Maybe this could help the rift, not help the rift, but I feel like they could probably manage to not crash on somebody's couch and find their own place to stay. Who knows, maybe they'll have the awards in New York and they'll kind of avoid all of this." The Princes and the Press, which is available on BBC iPlayer, interviewed a range of royal reporters, commentators and other insiders about how the royal family is portrayed to the public. The program is presented by the BBC's media editor and Radio 4 host Amol Rajan. In Episode 1, he speaks to Daily Mail columnist Amanda Platell about her royal commentary on Kate and Meghan. He asks her why she wrote her December 2017 column, "Can Kate Cope with Meghan Mania?" She said, "Kate never had crowds screaming at her. I remember one of Meghan's first events was done at Brixton at a radio station. It was like a rock star had arrived, and wouldn't you just be a little bit human to think, what about me?" Ms. Platell referred to the Sussexes' January 2018 visit to the Represent 107.3 FM radio station in Brixton, South London. Meghan and Harry's appearance was their first public engagement of the year and only their second together as a couple. The pair, who were newly engaged at the time, were greeted with a rapturous reception by the crowds gathered outside the radio station. They were later seen chatting to youth workers, volunteers and people working at Represent. Mr. Rajan also questioned Ms. Platell about comparing Meghan and Kate, asking why, when one of them is up in terms of perceived popularity, the other must be down. She replied, "Perhaps it's just human nature. Some of the narratives about public figures reflect what goes on in people's real lives." Meghan and Harry, who tied the knot in 2018, announced last year that they were stepping down as senior members of the royal family. The Sussexes' popularity has been on a downward trajectory this year, according to research company YouGov. YouGov analysis from September claimed that the couple have suffered the most severe dip in public opinion of any royal on their list. The research was based on the responses of 1,667 adults across the UK from August 27 to 29. The number of people expressing a positive opinion about Harry dropped from 43% in April to 34% in September, according to the research. The number of people with a positive opinion about Meghan also slipped over the same period from 29% to 26%. YouGov linked the decreased positivity around the couple to their bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey on CBS in March, as well as attributing the public's reception to statements the couple had made about the Afghanistan crisis and COVID-19.